Yeah, well, people take the safe route most, and
Yeah. I just wanna do this.
yeah, well, people take the safe route most, like instead of chasing the dream there too. And I understand now, cause ufuna the easy way for like income, yeah, but background stable, yeah, but quickly, cause awufuna uhlala buzama. That's the difference between game chasing the passion yakho and your dream, yeah, because you're trying to find a safer route, a safer way to make money, yeah, and game was be relaxed. But people relax too much. I live a little and game it, 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 it's it's not okay because in fact you end up people end up being depressed in fact because they're not living the life that they want. They're just building a lie over another lie and over another lie because Mdu is not happy inside, is not happy with themselves. Room cry and stable, but they're not happy. Have you ever noticed about the who are actually stable but they're not happy? How can you be stable, crying, everything, but you're not happy? That's when it happened because abantu akayenza ngezinto befuna uzenza in their life. Over machira I want to travel. I want to go to Paris. Blah, 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 blah. When the minute that doesn't happen, boom, bah,
They feel like they failed.
they fail out of it.
Feel like they failed of it.
Yeah, bro.
You know, it's
Because in fact, in my own kind of sense, can you born in fact you chase you go for the safer route, you stay there, and the safer route actually beats your ass down. Even though you're making money, it beats your ass down. You don't even have enough energy for you to go travel. You don't have enough energy to do your own things, fun. Because the safer route actually just pulls you down. It weighs on you. Weighs on you. Always. It's gonna weigh on you because it's a lot of work for you taking the safer route for it. Yeah, well, it's a lot of work for it. Lucky enough that people feel to who chase their dreams and they made it.
even though they have the safer routes.
Yeah, bro.
I understand, but this is my gateway to getting to where I
I
want.
want to be among it. So people now nowadays if they do they don't chase even back then if you do people are not chasing their dreams. It was indlela system.
It's set up.
It's set up mfethu. Indlela sifundiswa ngayo education system especially ngaphezulu ke ngoku education system yethu yabo education system yethu still kwayona.
Then you have the financial.
Yeah, the financial system on top of that. Fit, how can you're telling me if you had to from high school from high school kwakho, you have to go and ufumane NS fast, blah 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 blah. And then you get broke, you have to still pay off that loan. Why is that, Vid?
That's why people just but decide, so why should I go to school in the first place? Why should I go?
You're still gonna pay a loan.
Guys, this is not an advocate for us to say, but education is relevant. Yeah, but straight Diba told us that that is the key to life.
Viable.
We need to incorporate that with work, bro. Like you said that earlier, but you'd rather be the hard worker than the talented person.
Yeah.
I don't know, he quoted Logan or something, but I heard 2 Chainz talk about this, that hard work will always beat talent when talent doesn't come to the fore. Which means that as talented as you are, if you don't work hard, then there are things that will never come into fruition because you basically depending on your talent to carry you.
Yeah.
And your talent is not gonna help you. There's some instances where you need to work fucking hard, nigga.
Never. So Fed educate I'm not saying people should not go and learn. People go learn. Learn whatever you want. Learn as many things as you can feel to see where you gonna like fit in. Yeah, bro. Learn.
Forget the gift.
Yeah, bro. But don't forget the gift and fit who you are and what you actually love doing. What actually inspires you. And said, well, I'm really inspired by what that person is doing because now you are liking that shit. Person you might get your dream 40 years after, 30 years after. People get it earlier, but it takes time, dude. For instance, John, like KFC. When did you start KFC? What the brown?
60s, bro.
Yebo, njengomzekelo mfethu.
We talk about Colonel Sanders, guy, the creator behind KFC.
Yabo mfethu. A lot of people mfethu made it sebebadala mfethu.
Yo, ngibukele enye TikTok mfethu by Judge Judy. You can make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 50s, your 40s, your 60s, your 60s.
So don't tease mfethu.
Like, don't put a time scale to when your shit is gonna be the shit. As long as you keep on keeping on about your shit.
Yeah.
I've been talking about this in my earlier videos that I'm going to be 60 still doing the same thing. Yeah, I might be working, all of that thing,
Busy with your own stuff.
but this won't stop because this is my gift. This is what will carry me my entire life, and I feel like I will be betraying myself.
Yeah, well.
I'll be selling out to myself if I remain complacent, or maybe I get a comfortable job. And yes, I might get into the financial system. People have been telling me, bro, you have a radio voice.
Yeah,
Going to get into radio. But even if I get through to radio, bro, that's not going to be my end. Because my gift is much bigger than just being conformed to say, you are here to do radio. Okay, you're a motivational speaker. I'm not this, I'm this and that.
Yeah, well.
Who says I can't leave Liana and go into another different field?
Yeah, bro. It's 16 billion rand, mfethu. And they're telling me that motherfucker owes it all. That guy basically owns us.
Yeah, it is. He owns the economy. Guys, be referring to Johan Rupert. Anyone doesn't know who Johan Rupert is, go in and search that, bro.
Damn, I just saw this shit now, dude. Like, damn. I'm literally scared of the guy, dude. I didn't know him, but I know one thing. Everywhere I go, those Johan Rupert. Every door I knock on, those Johan Rupert. Just search that guy. Damn, man. That guy's a powerhouse. I'm scared of the guy, shit. I'm scared of the guy. I didn't want to meet him. I didn't want to meet, but I meet him every day. That's all I knew. And see, I can see he's the exact services I get, like the adrenaline services.
You don't get how many companies you weren't even aware. What do you own?
That's so made I couldn't catch up, big. He gets. I couldn't catch up.
Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna mute the audio from this. Yeah, but we don't want any copyrights.
Yeah, food to make. With the clinic. Intercade, distill, hunters.
The Luna is also there. Niederberg. Niederberg wine also. Interesting wine. Trade. Nie, uViceroy, uBenini. Yabo Hunters, uClip Drift. Alala wine abayithandayo abantu bethu, uDryhof. What is that? Jonga even nento bekumla. Nansi, la Troystoff.
Still off, okay.
Okay, because he owns Isway. Remember they said the video about Umchita owning wine estates.
Yeah. Shit, the motherfucker.
Bro, look at this. Oh, fuck, look at this. Maniacs in the background, we're looking at all these companies that Johan Rupert owns. RCL Food, Jong 5 Star, Opana, Jong Flora, Lo Insipoto, Salati, who makes sugar, Canine Cuisine, Bobtail, Lo Winzukuja, Yum, peanut butter. Yo.
Damn, Kellogg's, wow.
Scalo Foods, Nazi, Iprenzas, Onayo Mavelo, Mustok, Capo Cajiso Media, who owns different radio stations.
Even black radio stations are owned by this motherfucker.
You think because you have black people there, we practically own nothing, Tina Fit. We're the majority, but we don't own almost nothing, bro.
Guys, white people are gonna kill us. Seriously, guys, I'm not saying this is a joke, but white people are gonna kill us. And they're not gonna do it physically, guys, psychologically. I'm just sorry about that.
Access, E-Media, we have all Cape Town studios, and the Open View. wife. Did I only hello? Look at this, bro.
Total energies.
See,
Guys, we don't have nothing. As only mix, bras. We don't know shit.
RPG Group, Milestone Capital, Blue Bulls.
We doing shit. Even Stellan FC, this guy owns it 100% fully. Guys, bros, we don't own shit, bros. We don't have shit, bros. It might be our land. Yes, the land is ours, but it's not ours.
This nigga wanting land. You used to don't own nothing that comes out of the land. Friend, own nothing was rare. Subuka was talking about that. How can we give back land, but we own nothing that comes out of the land? It means you don't own the land. Because you can't do anything even about this so-called land that you see Funai, and we misdirected. We misdirected, and we don't understand how white people feel to have they know the game. That's one thing you can't take away from them. They know the game.
They came and taught us their game. In the other, they want us to know it, but they know it better and even more advanced. So I don't know if it right.
I remember that of see right now, right. I see the information interpreted. It's kind of shook you, bro. It shook me as well when I started, like the moment you start to learn how power works, it scares you, bro. It scares you, and to me, whatever scares you is what you should be running towards. This is the kind of shit we should be running towards.
Listening, if you do like, I try learn much as possible about this in this business wise, economic wise, like people, guys, like no, you have to learn there too.
You see how far we have to go as a people in Amisha Adipra.
And enjoying Fedu, if you notice in Fedu, the business people always tell you the best way you can always make more money is always invest. Invest.
Yeah, the long game, playing the long game.
Playing the long game because it's all about the long term, long run. You know? Yes. But guys, I think we need to put these guys down, bros. Everyone in Twitter, if you want to find a safer route, you're gonna, yeah. They're gonna pitch you down. No matter interpret the safer route, you're gonna be depressed as fuck compared to taking yourself a weed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm better, bro.
Guys, that nigga is a vulture. You vulture, Leafito. He's a vampire sucking at everything. Yo. Guys, I don't know, like, Fedo, I don't know what we're gonna do about it, but Fedo,
Something must be done.
and something must be done, Fedo. You can't have people like that in Fedo. In our country, and that motherfucker is right. He owns practically everything, Fedo.
Yeah, but I wonder why I keep on telling you about colonization hasn't stopped. Because right now, they don't even need to put you in chains. Okay, reason while you're in your home with eat products.
But Woodlands letter, right, from Fedo. Woodlands.
Woodlands letter, we about this in the previous episodes, bro.
Too. It's Fedo Cheetah. They're gonna twist our minds till I fight each other while they work. But the band the grand one. Tina Skilum was shaggy, but peace bonner Pogasulu, Tina were fighting each other, killing each other.
Yeah, the maniacs! You see why I've been telling people you need to build. Here, they said that's small and build, baba.
Fair to
Like build for you, like work for the kids you don't have now. I have a kid, Mogo. I'm at a stage where I'm so worried that I don't want my kid to inherit nothing. My kid must inherit a legacy. And if it means that I must be the one that suffers in order for the legacy to live, so be it.
Very true.
Mikhali, I'm exposing you to this information because I understand how you take your own legacy seriously.
Yeah, man.
Like, if this doesn't shake you as a person, because it's not just directed to melanated people,
It's directed to everyone.
To everyone who doesn't have nothing, you can do something about it.
Very true.
But the one thing I always like emphasize on, first equip yourself with the necessary knowledge, the information.
Learn these motherfuckers. Learn what they've done. Learn how they did it. I don't know, like, but do something that, yeah, bro, like, yeah, we gotta learn.
When you play, when we remain complacent and just fold our arms and say, nah, man, we've already lost. When you give into defeat and yet you have done nothing.
Yeah, but, like, well, like, yeah, naturally, like, as content creators, how they're making with gaming in the digital world. But that's still nothing, Vito.
It's not even a scratch.
Hey, do people like how about like they're doing contents, vlogs, crazy games, whatever in the digital space ends wise, Vito, that's entertaining by Zabando, but still that's nothing, Vito.
You're not even scratching the surface, bro.
I want to see a billionaire, Vito, who is in the digital space and making money there. I want to see that person, Vito. Besides musicians and all that, I want to see someone do it. Mr. Beast is doing it the most. He's one of the biggest content creators or digital, or like whatever entertainers in digital space in here. But
it's possible, bro. I see how short Michelle is, bro. Also, I showed him. I asked him, guys, do you know who Johan Rupert is? And he said, who's this guy? And I just Googled him. And then I went on TikTok and I showed him the companies. Fair to that's just scratching the surface.
Yeah, there's more.
We can literally do an episode where we can go down the list of companies that he owns. You'd be shocked to your core.
There's tycoons way too.
It's better that you know your enemy. Like when you know yourself and you know your enemy, you're not scared of 1,000 battles, and that soon goes out of war.
Yeah, I said to say and you like number. Go.
Yeah, exactly. Did you into that nam fair too? I find myself guilty of is I aim too low. But they can you unrupet.
Fun. And that's years and years of work today inside, but
Passed on from his father.
yeah, bro. And that's the thing about why people say to each generation is passed with something.
Yeah. The server, the power they own. It's something that we can't be the selfish.
Yeah, bro. Nobody start up here and do. I think start up at in. Do something about that. They gotta give you everything. Why people don't give you young, but they give you foundation.
And then you go figure it out.
And that's where they excel at game because the food is way. They were told back in too.
Now you're funda with a purpose. Hey, Bolan. Now we're twisting from how this episode started in terms of remember when we were talking about how we're still saying it even now, guys. Going to school, don't see it as because I just want to make this point about how in our communities, the black to be specific, because I can only relate to what black people are to being. We see getting a degree as an achievement. It's not.
It's not an achievement.
Bro, if your people by the millions are still in the very same mess and where now you only uplifted yourself and you think when as a people we're going forward, you got it twisted, bro.
Twisted and fair. John Fair, for example, in fair too. There are people who don't have degrees in fair. They're building houses in fair too. They're getting cars in fair too. They're doing the most. They don't have degrees. We applaud them for what they are working, like hard work they are doing fethu.
Let's talk about iparu. Let's talk about iparu. Look at when we say iparu, that to me it's a derogative term because that's the misconception about people who live in urban areas in the city and they see rural people coming into the city.
Yeah, like and the lifestyle they're used to and what they come from. Yeah, but it's not similar, must say.
And then they come in here, they work and basebenzela ikhaya.
So don't people when this part of it to give back home fethu. To work 60, probably maybe 40 years of their life, okulela pick up fethu. Time for retirement. Yakukoba indoda yakukwabo.
Bafika kukwabo this kind of fucking big mansion entshitelo. Umzi yabo unentalo. Lemchite uneshishini. Oh bra. Yeah, nemchite has broken from to become the spanner. The kubitrag or the spanner or even the kovuta for
that one guy could to go after those years be pay you cheater.
Yeah, me them.
Yeah, gonna pay what? I cannot come to him. And he's rapping Larry for like remember at the fucking big mansion like say if it nothing cool thunder or whatever. No flex it he's got a fucking car uchi like
He's got a fob. He's got a swam chicken. More too. Isn't that the ultimate flex, bro?
That's the ultimate flex. Let me tell you, there are many ways to break the cycle, break the system. And those niggas are doing it, Kimu. Yeah. The problem with us getting a routine, we want to break the cycle, spin is be lap. Fetu.
Safunu flex,
we are suffocated album fetu. So if you let be space or guns and if you have the feed, you might enjoy it and love it in fetu, but I feel like abantu asizidlalini fethu abantu asizidlalini fethu like I respect abantu asizidlalini fethu for some reason fethu. I really do respect them. Because the Rangers come here bazi bazodlala bazothini eliyamberi baraze bedlala lo.
Isn't that the same with the foreigners?
Exactly.
It's the same foreigners that we're hating on, bro. Like we're talking about our own brothers, our own kind.
Vitu, just check these motherfuckers of you. I learned we can find something about a Jews. Yabo, like it's a economy that can ibukela. They're saying that each Jews or let's say white people get but the colors choose now, yeah, colors choose. They were the ones who want to like they be like a cool win, you know. Where Lena Chitam $100 pill. Jelis la de kaze kukuletu. Funeka lapha ifuneka circulate pe kukuletu 50 times
Before you pull me.
before uphuma pe kukuletu la R100. So bengamu ezorela inali sakheli apha. Xa kaphumi because nathi balento bathi imali mayela phumi mangene. La $100 bill la circulate kwalapha 100 noma 3 weeks circulate about $100. Ingaphi there were businesses in the neighborhoods, local businesses. Don't. Kaban balaba. That's circulate. So that thing and then kapia the game ugu. La marchi the game fairness. Dabu gele game on marchi the spaza shop. You might have a bank. How many times did it circulate find out in the arena? You had it ran.
It's a 6 billion rand industry and it is
the shops. Lama ufun. Lama ufun zabi company zabi. Then much that are working hard.
Have you ever seen Somalian flexer when?
Wow. Mambala. It.
Look at how Banil Banjan. Watching Banil Banjan. These motherfuckers basically are their own slaves. They've been slaves themselves more.
Because they know fear to bad they have to give back a kai. Machita. Like a machita as pan and feed. Yeah, they might do dodgy things. Yeah, they buyers don't those dodgy get.
Humans are dodgy, bro.
Yeah, bro. doing fake products and all of that. Isn't this disgusting? Like, hygiene was not even that, but if those guys, they know they came here from, and that's the part that disappoints me, when you want to go to another country, of your like country, or flex, you want to enjoy yourself, that you cannot enjoy yourself, in this day and age, if you like, it's this is a guy, never for instance, like my own personal space, Bengingafela nawe ndihlale nemate yam or ndihlale kanye ndifike kwindawo ntoni ikhona into endizayibona izanditriggerisha and I'm not gonna say that mina ndizayicila so I end up not having fun. I end up not having fun because there's only something that's like it's very quick. I notice a lot of things like that genre of it. I look at things in a different perspective, and it can bad pieces sometimes, like, because we try to have fun, I end up not having fun.
Because you're not supposed to be having fun, nigga. You're not rich.
And then we said I call it a like and I think schizophrenia or something. There is something very there's something telling you like something different like like our mind is fucked up for some reason. Like everything is just messed up every time I try to have fun. I might have fun but equally then is like saying
do you know in Nandibona S08E11? I see the higher consciousness of you always trying to tell you about what you're doing, you're wasting time. The problem we have when Michael is that we think we have time. No, right. That's one of the biggest misconceptions, that we as a people always think we have time. Because if you can have time to stay up all night and drink and do all this kind of stuff, look at how that very same time you could have used to be a step closer to Lendo Ifunai. That's why when you're telling me about what you're telling me right now is that you intend on having fun, but you end up not having fun. Because the higher consciousness of you is calling you, you say, hey, bruh, bag. Like, we're never going to get to be young again, Michelle. I'm here approaching 30, bro, and I'm fucking scared.
Yeah,
I'm really scared, bro, because Galbon Crasher is running out, bro. Like, Jong February, bro. We're recording this, guys, on the 23rd of February, sorry. 2 months is down. Uphela koMarch, ikota yokuqala ka-2025 seyiphelile. That is when I do the boost, but what progress have I made? We're recording the 10th episode of season 8 ngoku.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Is it false evidence appearing real?
No, besides them, like how it makes you as a person. Because you fear so much, you end up.
Is it flight or freeze?
I don't know, man.
Flight, freeze, or
go on and tell, man. You fear. I think I forgot it. But fear, yeah, I feared. But it's a good thing, but see, because there's so much that has to be done, and we have done shit, so be scared, Vedu. Go for the shack. Let just buy. Yeah, but no, shack and go. You want children, you want a wife, you want a whole new.
That's that.
You bring these people.
Like imagine that you get married in Goku and you have nothing, bro.
Why would you do that here? Because Mughals are be fated to get married and just getting married.
It's not an achievement, I'm tired of it. It's hard work, bro. It's hard work.
I mean, I rather maybe who's gonna grow with me, too. Not only grow with me, and whatever I do, support me. Let's work hand in hand, like, feel like, okay, yeah, I understand. I feel like air. We have to be the providers. And the providing shit is shit, yeah, man. But like, what's gonna motivate? She's supposed to motivate me, fair to give me ideas, give me something.
Funeka add to the vision.
Yeah, add to the vision.
Na of value.
It can even know the next again, I'll be part of it again, like physically again. That would be fair too. Again, you just look at that power couple again doing that shit, dude. I can't just men just during the general affair too.
Because they look good. You look good. Oh, she's bad. Oh, she's sexy.
Yeah, bro. Feel to like, brother. I don't know where niggas find their wives these days. I don't know if they do. And there, but I don't want to say if you to like in the blame or anything or anyone, but fair to even the concept of marriage is. I saying here.
Talk me through that, Machi.
Concept of marriage, I fair to. Like the whole marriage start, the whole even game of late again you part culturally, yeah, like but like even Labella is not done the same Google. It's not the proper way here to Labella and Fate. It's not the proper way. Marriage is a fake. Ungu chara 2 years at divorce. What the fuck is that, Fate? There's so many things. As he like this, it's a phazamiso zizinto ezininzi mfethu, and never realize and never notice the uterus form of easily phambi kwakho mfethu. Mfethu, you marrying the person, 2 years later you're telling you're divorcing. Zinto ezingadi eziphazamisileyo 3 years, those 2 years. Wavafocus kumntu naye laa nto afocus kuwo. Like it scares me if like things are changing rapidly mfethu. Everything is changing kakubi mfethu in a very bad form mfethu. Like I didn't want that in Fatum. I really wouldn't want that just be marrying someone just for the sake of marrying or saying Andy Chatile. As the niggas have heard, like they just marry for the sake of Andy Chatile. What's going about the culture and because the mela so stigma okay, I'm in cool again Hogu and bad variety. Can see them feeling company and the guys I fell in a palish. I always say if you peg a guy and a fagla way, I lean this none of his green. Yeah, but Ingobala is a tongue when kill. I wonder how we get this shit twisted, bro. How we get this shit twisted and Shiababand, who is supposed to lay foundations for in disarray. But Shia messed up even more than Teen. Because it's like the titles. The title. Saflana Matuata Lopmuzegi. Doesn't matter, Fade. I kind of grew out of this stigma behind. I have to find the perfect way. No, my goddamn. Fade, fuck that shit, Fade. If you have to go on and personality is good, fuck that shit. Masama David, guys, let's go. Let's go. You may say Jack on return, personally taking a return and get a book. Then turn and can. Optimistic. I love people who are optimistic and the Fade. Yeah, bro. Who are eager to learn anything. Yeah, they're like, teach me, teach you. Teach me, teach you. But it's more than just love. It's more than just that work of it, because kids need to be raised in a healthy environment. They need to be challenged, and I give kudos to white people and how they're raising their kids. First of all, do you notice that a majority of white people, who, especially white males, their wives are not working. They stay at home. There's a reason why. Because who's going to look after the home? So these are things that we don't want to learn, and this is no sebenzayo, but because no,
funeka siphangele sobayi-2 funa esithi funa esithi funa esithi. Zezaa zinto that siphela siba misguided in zona that end up like adding more. It's like we're taking one step forward and 100 backward.
And who said like men are the head of the family?
Bukela la episode. It has 2 parts. Bemayazi. I watched part 2 on unpopular opinion. Uchet bemaniphakama pa. Yo, shayi.
Yeah, dude, like I watched I never feel this like and go it sometimes pisses about them go like, why do you watch this kind of thing if it the fade to this shit fade to the educational fade?
Yeah.
I gotta learn fade and you know fade too. Why do you have to know everything fade too? If I don't know anything fade too, I'm not gonna get there. I'm not gonna able to fight with these people. And then I don't wanna fight physically fade too. It's a psychological warfare in theater. Psychological warfare we had in theater.
Spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
Spiritual warfare.
And then he telling you, hi, hey, bro, like, fuck you, I have to learn. I have to learn.
I mean, the reason why they're also objecting against Ukhabore Bangala Michal is because people want to be entertained. People don't want to be educated. You see, they engage in 2 E's. It's either you want to be educated or you want to be entertained. Hop on social media and go, what are majority of our people doing? We're entertaining. We're trying to forget, but we behind. And it's our own fault. Because if la energy of entertainment, we can redirecting it in like building, bro.
Then, baby, and customers them, yes, we didn't have enough tools, but
Now, what are we gonna
we got more than enough. Maybe it's not twice as much as other countries or other worlds, but to other parts of the world in the earth. But they said we have more than enough tools and to actually work on ourselves and work on getting better and better and to. Yeah.
But do you know? I just want us to have this as a closing point. The privilege we have, Michele, first of all, is we have a working economy. There are no civil wars. South Africa. How did the Somalians come to our country and create a system and take away basically the spaza shop sector, and they make it a 6 billion rand a year?
Shit.
Dude, love it. It's the only industry see own you one car. The taxi industry.
Yeah. That's the only industry we own as black people.
Enye nenye ayikho. Ayikho enye, and guys,
And when you say own, about tax,
nobody can you go and tell on a taxi man?
but never tell them. Even the government doesn't want to sell because I'm a cheater. Even the government doesn't never say it because that is their own shit. By they built that go and they own it and I come up in tight. Even light people don't even are limited like they even surpass me is and then is over. Bro. Bro. They surpass Uber theater. As basis as no online taxis and whatever. Dude, it's another big industry. It takes industry. It's a big industry because people need to get to work, bro. Exactly, dude. People need to get to work. And nobody gonna pay on something sugar advocate out just every day they just part. Nobody's gonna do that. Everybody does a lot of theater.
We need to find gaps, man.
Yeah. So imagine that I believe I said, hey, this is us. We'll stay here. And then go much that. Kagin and very much that rule than Iron Fist in it. The rule than Iron Fist, nobody can get in between them. Only them can get in between themselves.
Like leli yani ngidane bedula besithinene. Mina le leyo fethu
like every day vinothuka mna kanse terminus fethu panyanga like fuck kake ngimuteksi le bodyguard fethu like nigga how much money do you have mate with a bodyguard bra
gotta protect the wealth, nigga. These niggas have mali fethu. Kake le
nobody knows the destination yabo mos.
yeah, it's a misconception because like you said, nobody can tell them to do, and this is a call of action to our people that you'll never get rich if you're nice.